A Telemarketing Business Guide. Chapter 1. Telemarketing Info / Cold Calls. Telemarketing Info 1. The old method of telemarketing is a bunch of sleazy guys in some room someplace cold calling a bunch of unsuspecting old men, as in the movies The Wolf of Wall Street and Boiler Room. I got a call like that as recently as 5 years ago, but times have changed. Cell phones make it harder for cons to get phone numbers. There are many do not call laws now in place. Some people choose to ignore those laws on both sides. There are people in Jamaica and Nigeria calling Americans looking for older lonely people with money they can suck in one way or another. It could be fake love or any other scam. Once they get your credit card number for any reason, they can charge it up non-stop until the old coot realizes it and stops it. Some old people rarely check their credit card or debit card statements, so they get ripped off until there is nothing left. The credit card companies are somewhat complacent about this massive swindle. They should have some security feature in place. If money is being debited in a third world country, that should be a red flag. I had a guy call me. I asked him if he ever watched CNBC's show American Greed. He said yes, whereupon I told him there were 14 seasons. I watched pretty well all the episodes. No random person on a phone touches my money, whereupon he promptly disappeared. The new telemarketing is not cold calls. It's opt-in. You choose to have emails sent to you. You choose to call a toll-free number. I pretty well eliminated all internet ads by going to my browser store and installing all the free ad blockers there. We're moving into opt-in. For you as a business owner, place ads, offering people to call or email for more info. Junk mail or direct mail still exists. The nonprofits continued to cold call me until I changed my phone number. Personally, I don't trust any nonprofit. I wrote a nonprofit job business book. It's a good tax-free way to run a scam. Create a nonprofit, fundraise, use most of that money for yourself while pretending you're running a charity. As far as I know, Haitian people continue to protest in front of the Clinton Foundation office in NYC for ripping their country off for multi-millions of supposed charity dollars. Telemarketing Info 2. The new telemarketing seems to be SEO/search engine optimization, ways to get people to view your website. The old method is sometimes called outcalling. The newer method is to advertise your toll-free number by any means possible and have people who answer calls that interested people voluntarily place, then they either talk to them or send them some promotional literature. Whether you cold call people out of the blue, call your mailing list of previous customers, or advertise your toll-free number for interested people to call you, you have two feasible options with telemarketing. 1. If it's a one-shot deal, whatever you're selling can't be complicated. It must be simple to explain and must cost less than about $75. People are generally wary about buying something over the phone that they have never seen before. 2. Use a 2-point deal. Tell the guy you're selling product X or a line of products and ask him if he would be interested in some sales literature or a catalog, which has your website address on it. If you sell something reasonably expensive like cars, travel vacations, snowmobiles, offer a magalog, you can call it a magazine or newsletter, to the person for free. A magalog is a combination magazine and catalog, containing a few articles of interest and a bunch of ads for whatever it is you're selling. If you've got a mailing list of people who own snowmobiles and are marketing snowmobile accessories, why bother calling them? Just send them the megalogs in the mail or send a postcard such that they just have to check a box if they want it and send it back to you. If you have a list of general names such as the phone book and either have nerves of steel or hire some NAND people who don't know any better, you could cold call names out of the phone book offering a free magazine about snowmobiles, asking them if they would like one free without any obligation to buy anything. Be courteous and as non-invasive as possible in order to minimize complaints against your company. Offer to immediately put people who complain about you telemarketing to them on a DNS list, do not solicit, or a DNC list, do not call. Don't call them again, otherwise you will be breaking the FCC's telemarketing laws. There are telemarketing firms out there that do the calling for you. If you've got something really great to sell, people might not mind the interruption, but that's extremely rare. My advice is don't do it. If you're looking for a job, there are always jobs in telemarketing because it's a miserable job, calling people up out of the blue and bugging them so people don't stay long. The telemarketing mecca is Las Vegas. Start by looking in your local newspaper for ads. Once you do it for a while, move to Las Vegas and get a job. A good telemarketing person can quickly get a lot of customers for you. The trick is to work with either regular customers or referrals. You call people that have been referred to you. If you call someone and say, "Mr. So-and-so asked me to call you," you can be sure that the person will be cordial. Compare this approach to the cold calls you get from strangers who try to sell you something out of the blue over the phone. Many direct sales companies depend 100% on using referrals. When they talk to anyone, they always make a habit of asking for referrals. They never run out of good leads since they're constantly generating several referrals with each person that they talk to. The easiest way to get a few referrals is to ask your friends if they know of anyone that would be interested in whatever you're doing. Once you have 5 or 10 referrals, your cold calls are over. When you call people that have been referred to you, you change your sales pitch slightly like this: "Hi, my name is John Doe and Mary Smith mentioned that you may know of some people in your area that would be interested in." Let him answer and make a lot of notes of the people that he is mentioning. Make sure you get their phone numbers, then say, "In fact, Mary Smith also mentioned that you might be interested." If you're looking for telemarketers, find out the location of professional telemarketer offices. You can generally find these locations by looking in the yellow pages. Place a classified advertisement in your local paper. Say something like, "Telemarketers wanted. Work your own hours from home. Call for details. Joe, 666-7777. Call telemarketing firms. Ask if they would be interested in your program on a commission basis." For telemarketing or business calls in general, one guy says call them Sunday night because everybody's rested then and more receptive to new ideas. A complete guide to telemarketing at neodub.com/telemarketing. Although it's expensive compared to mail, it tends to be more efficient and effective to close deals. Helps in raising brand awareness. Helps in marketing goods and services. Gives a chance to follow up. Leave a voicemail. Make the cold call lukewarm first. Follow up with personalized email. Friendliness. Telemarketing usually comes in 2 scopes, they are inbound and outbound. Inbound telemarketing is all about you receiving calls by leads generated through direct mail and other ways. When we talk about outbound telemarketing, it is a great way for you to contact your end consumer. It is aimed directly at a lead. Representatives working in outbound calling require training about product knowledge and upselling techniques to generate more leads. Major applications of B2B telemarketing consists of various aspects. For example, selling to existing customers, inbound order processing, outbound new lead generation, customer service, and more. Telemarketing is one of the cost-effective methods for a business to generate leads, update customers and get feedback. It is cheaper than other marketing ways, especially when it is outsourced. Telemarketing gives a business the benefit of getting immediate response through instant sales. During the call, a telemarketer can immediately close the deal. As every customer is different, sales are dependent on the ability of your salespeople. Training helps a person to get maximum product knowledge about the product or services they are selling. Telemarketing allows a business to have an effective database. Disadvantages of telemarketing. Training telemarketing representatives increases the operational costs and is time-consuming. It has a negative impact on the on-field sales team, which gives a negative feeling to employees. Customer data or lists can be costly, which further increases the cost of the business. There are 4 types of telemarketing. They're inbound, outbound, B2B and B2C telemarketing. Here are 5 effective strategies your business can incorporate to do well in telemarketing. Combine telemarketing with social selling. It's good when a business is working on combining inbound and outbound marketing strategies. This method creates a great impact by the business and helps them reach your target audience. The best way to do telemarketing well is by combining your strategy with social media. Using social media platforms to reach prospects is the best way to get their attention. For example, social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, direct mail, and more. They make it easier to connect with customers in intervals. Furthermore, when a customer is aware of your business, they're always ready to talk to you on call. Having a perfect pitch on social media channels and on call makes it easier to close the deal. Leave a voicemail. Usually, many businesses think the rule of thumb is not to leave a voicemail. However, this practice should not be overlooked. It is important to always leave a voicemail. Leaving a voicemail informs the customer about why you called. In addition to this, it convinces them to call back to know more about your product, services, or updates. Also, leaving a voicemail helps your prospect be clear about what they want from you. Make the cold call lukewarm first. Both strategies stated above help in turning your call into a cold one. Any conversation that you have with a customer is not unnecessary and helps form better interactions. People being well acquainted makes conversation relaxed and informal that allows you to speak to prospects at ease. Remember, it is important to stay confident on your first call. Don't rush things, and convince the prospects to believe you. Having confidence and patience will help everything go smoothly. Do not forget the call to action. As per studies, it's important to have a call to action at the end of every content. However, this isn't only true in the case of writing, but in calls as well. Being a telemarketer, one must know what has to be the desired outcome. As such, you must then convey the same to the prospect at the end of the call. Here, a call to action has to be the next step. This applies whether it's a sales demo, a follow-up time, meeting schedule time, or anything regarding the next step. Follow up with personalized email. Whenever possible, it is always effective to leave a personalized email after a conversation. You can follow up with a thank you email or recap a point you discussed on the call. Cold call advice. Life is all about selling yourself. If you're subtle with a telemarketing approach, you might get your foot in the door to make a sale. For what it's worth, here is some advice regarding cold calls. If you're making a cold call, don't try for a sale right away. Try to warm the guy up to get an appointment to see him. Focus on people who will be repeat customers. Be a master networker. Don't think of them as cold calls, think of them as a business calling card, to introduce yourself and give them some introductory information. It's all about building a relationship over making a sale. It might be best to abandon cold calls in favor of going out, making contacts at trade shows, chamber of commerce meetings, etc., than following them up with phone calls after. Make them short and go in with the idea that you will help this person. This will help you get over your fear of the cold call. Think of it as a 30-second commercial where you book an appointment for a demo or offer to send them introductory material. Research your prospects over the internet. Send personal, sales demo emails, but don't send impersonal spam. Try to relate very quickly. Find common ground. Turn the impersonal call into a personal one. The more you practice using the phone, the better you will get at it. Expect rejection. Accept is as a part of doing business. Be cordial when rejected. One guy says he has ready answers for all possible rejecting or negative statements. He asks the guy to tell him why he has an objection or is not interested, then explains to him how he can solve that particular objection. Don't tell people on the phone they're wrong. Play them. Make them feel good and special about themselves. Ask current customers for referrals. Help your prospect. Make him see that he's making a great decision. Try to get an appointment to see the guy in person. Always make the guy feel good. Telemarketing success is not about volume. It's trying your hardest with every call because that person could become a prospective customer for life. You're calling people, not just phone numbers. Imagine that the prospect is your mother or a friend. Speak slowly with confidence. Your prospect analyzes you by your delivery. Believe in what you're selling. Your prospect will sense your energy and enthusiasm and either accept or reject you based on that. Have a script ready so that you know what to say about your product. Make the script packed up like a 30-second TV commercial sales pitch, but not like a fast-talking jive turkey. Say something like, "Good afternoon, Mr. Sodi. My name is Goofy Luffy from XXX Productions. Our business helps people either save time, make more money, or live better, easier lives by. I was wondering if you'd be interested in a demonstration or having some literature about our product/service sent to you. Make friends with the secretary/assistant. Friendliness will get you through. Nothing else will. For every prospect you call, try to get the secretary's name so that you can call her by name next time you call. Try to get the exact phone number of the person you're calling so you don't have to go through the company network to get to them. Write all this down. If he's not in, call back when they tell you to. Don't leave voicemail. If they call back, it will be at inopportune time for you and you won't be prepared. Try to reach the person directly. Keep a journal of all your prospects and customers so you have a data bank to guide you when you call them again. Take a break every 10 or so calls. Have the least amount of distractions at your desk as you can. No means no for now. Try again in a few months. The Telemarketing Rule, the nuisance and fraud of telemarketing. For the public, federal law gives them the right to ask telemarketers to take their name off of their lists and not to call them again. They can file a complaint with the Federal Communications Commission if the telemarketer doesn't remove their name from their marketing lists once they have made your request. Telephone Preference Service. DMA. POG 9014. Farmingdale, New York, 11735-9014. The-dma.org/consumers/off telephone list. Send your name to get off national telephone telemarketing lists. The main points of the telemarketing sales rule are: it is illegal for a telemarketer to call you if you have said you don't want to be called. Calling times are restricted to the hours between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Telemarketers must tell you it's a sales call, the name of the seller and what they are selling. Stay away from telemarketers who want to send a courier service for your money, have you send money by wire, automatically withdraw money from your checking account, offer you a free prize but charge handling and shipping fees, ask for your credit card number, checking or savings account number, social security number or other personal information and get payment in advance, especially for employment referrals, credit repair, or providing a loan or credit card. The oldest advice around is still the best. An offer that sounds too good to be true probably is. Having said this, however, you should be aware that some phone swindlers are becoming more sophisticated. They may make statements that sound just reasonable enough to keep you from hanging up. Or they may make 3 or 4 statements you know to be true so that when they spring the big lie for what they're selling, you will be more likely to believe that, too. Beware of high-pressure sales tactics. The call may not begin that way, but if the swindler senses you're not going to be an easy sale, he or she may shift to a hard sell. This is in contrast to legitimate businesses, most of which respect an individual's right to be not interested. High-pressure sales tactics take a variety of forms, but the common denominator is usually a stubborn reluctance to accept no as an answer. Some callers may resort to insult and argument, questioning the prospect's intelligence or ability to make a decision, often ending with a warning that you're going to be very sorry if you don't do such and such. Or, you will never get rich if you don't take a chance. Beware of insistence on an immediate decision. If it's an investment, the caller may say something like, "The market is starting to move even as we talk." For a product or service, The urgency pitch may be that there are only a few left or the offer is about to expire. The bottom line is that swindlers often insist that you should, or must, make your decision right now, and they always give a reason. Don't give your credit card number, checking account number or other personal information to a telemarketer unless you are familiar with the company or organization and the information is necessary in order to make your purchase. Some states have telemarketing laws that require written contracts, automatic cancellation periods, or registration of telemarketing companies. Contact your state or local consumer protection agency. Federal telephone order rules require companies that take consumers' orders by phone, computer, or fax to ship the merchandise within 30 days of receiving a completed order or within a different time frame if it is stated in their ads. Notify consumers if shipment can't be made on time and give them the choice of waiting longer or receiving refunds. Cancel their orders and return their money, or give them credits on their charge accounts, if the revised shipping date can't be met, unless the consumers agree to another delay. You have the right under federal law to tell a company not to call you by phone or not to contact you in writing. The company must keep a list of these consumers and not contact them. Keep a record for your file. Not to get calls before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. Not to receive unsolicited ads by fax. To be disconnected from a pre-recorded machine-delivered message within 5 seconds of hanging up. Some states and the federal government do not allow telemarketers to call people who do not want to receive calls. Contact your state or local consumer protection agency to check your state's rights. To reduce telephone calls you do not want, you can sign up with the free telephone preference service operated by the Direct Marketing Association, a private trade group. Telephone Preference Service. POG 9014. Farmingdale, New York, 11735. To report violations of the telephone order rule, contact the Federal Trade Commission. If you made the telephone transaction in response to a postcard or other mailing, contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. Some telephone sales calls are made by legitimate businesses offering legitimate products or services, but wherever honest firms search for new customers, so do swindlers. Phone fraud is a multi-billion-dollar business that involves selling everything from bad or non-existent investments to the peddling of misrepresented products and services. Everyone who has a phone is a prospect. Whether you become a victim is largely up to you. There is no way to positively determine whether a sales call is on the up and up simply by talking with someone on the phone. No matter what questions you ask or how many you ask, skilled swindlers have ready answers. That's why sales calls from persons or organizations that are unknown to you should always be checked out before you actually buy or invest. Legitimate callers have nothing to hide. Phone swindlers are likely to know more about you than you know about them. Depending on where they got your name in the first place, they may know your age and income, health and hobbies, occupation and marital status, education, the home you live in, what magazines you read, and whether you have bought by phone in the past. A swindler may ask you for your credit card number or, in the most brash cases, several credit card numbers for identification or verification that you have won something, or merely as an expression of good faith on your part. Whatever the ploy, once a swindler has your card number, it is likely that unauthorized charges will appear on your account. An offer to send someone to your home or office to pick up the money, or some other method such as overnight mail to get your funds more quickly. This is likely to be part of their urgency pitch. It could be an effort to avoid mail fraud charges by bypassing postal authorities, or simply a way of getting your money before you change your mind. While honest firms may promote free phone offers to attract customers, the difference with swindlers is that you generally have to pay in some way to get whatever it is that's free. The cost may be labeled as a handling or shipping charge, or as payment for an item in addition to the price. Whatever you receive free, if anything, most likely will be worth much less than what you have paid. Except for obligations of the U.S. government, all investments have some degree of risk, and if there were any such thing as a risk-free investment with big profits assured, the caller certainly wouldn't have to dial through the phone book to find investors. Unwillingness to provide written information or references, such as a bank or names of satisfied customers in your area, that you can contact. Swindlers generally have a long list of reasons. There isn't time for that, or it's a brand new offer and printed material isn't available yet, or customer references would violate someone's privacy. Even with references, be cautious, some swindlers pay off a few customers to serve as references. A suggestion that you should make a purchase or investment on the basis of trust. Trust is a laudable trait, but it shouldn't be dispensed indiscriminately, certainly not to unknown persons calling on the phone and asking that you send them money. Even so, trust me is a pitch that swindlers sometimes employ when all else fails. Anti-telemarketing websites. Telemarketing.donotcall.gov. agd.state.tx.us/jag/pdf/telemarketingsalesrule.pdf. consumerlaw.com/telemarket.html. epic.org/privacy/telemarketing/ebrcomments.html. dmaconsumers.org/telemarketingsalesrules.html. fcc.gov/cgb/policy/telemarketing.html. fraud.org/telemarketing/teleinfo.htm. ftc.gov/bcp/conlani/pub/tmarkg/straight.htm. ftc.gov/bcp/menu-tmark.htm, Telemarketing Sales Rules. Phonebusters.com. privacyrights.org. Consumer Information Advocacy and Protection junk mail and telemarketing websites at dmozd-odp.org/home/consumer_information/advocacy_junk_mail_and_telemarketing. Anti-telemarketing.com, Stop Telemarketing Calls, provides free caller ID software that stop telemarketer calls. Anti-Fraud Center-Center antifraud.ca, Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, information, statistics, arrests and news on phone fraud and scams. ecologicalmail.org, Ecological Mail Coalition, a free service for businesses to remove former employees from direct mail lists. fcc.gov/cgb/consumerfacts/tcpa.html, unwanted telephone marketing calls, information from the Federal Communications Commission, with instructions on a free registration process for adding your phone number to a national do not call list. junkfaxes.org, junkfaxes.org, resources for stopping illegal, unsolicited junk faxes. junkmailstopper.com, Junk Mail Stopper, offers advice on how to stop paper junk mail, spam, and telemarketing, and includes a listing of federal laws. newdream.org/junkmail, declare your independence from junk mail, 3 steps to end junk mail. pruittfamily.com/paul/optout.htm, good resources for opting out from telemarketers and junk mail, lists descriptions of companies and services with links. stopspam.inpacifica.com, Stop Spam and Telemarketers, simple steps to help stop spam, telemarketers, and to prevent identity theft. tcpalaw.com, TCPA Law, information on telemarketing laws and what you need to sue telemarketers and junk faxers in small claims court. travelassist.com/mag/a55.html, Travel Assist Magazine, beware of telemarketing scams, article giving the good news and bad news about new laws related to telemarketing. Chapter 2. A Telemarketing Resource Guide. Telemarketing articles at b2bmarketingzone.com/telemarketing. Free articles. Telemarketing associations. Books about telemarketing are at #658.840-880 or HF5415 to HF5440 at the library. paceassociation.org, Professional Association for Customer Engagement. gltsa.org. GLTSA, Great Lakes Teleservices Association. 800-483-4135. 3500, Vicksburg Lane number 409, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55447-1334. ATSI.org. The Association of Teleservices International Incorporated. ATSI. Use Upwork.com to find telemarketing companies to hire or work for. They have lists of many types of companies. They want you to join to get the websites. Telemarketing software at softwaresaugust.com/telemarketing-software number sign catdisk_mobile lest. Softwaresaugust.com/call hippo. Softwaresaugust.com/tentacly. Softwaresaugust.com/my-operator. Softwaresaugust.com/ozonetel-cloudagenti-light. Softwaresaugust.com/bytrix-24. Softwaresaugust.com/simtray. Softwaresaugust.com/freshcaller. Softwaresaugust.com/adversus. Softwaresaugust.com/voizo. Softwaresaugust.com/convozo. Softwaresaugust.com/ringcentral. Softwaresaugust.com/servtel. Softwaresaugust.com/no-loridi-smart IVR. Softwaresaugust.com/abayat. Softwaresaugust.com/phone-burner. Softwaresaugust.com/hotucc-contact-center. Softwaresaugust.com/ozonetel-cloudagenti-VoIP. Softwaresaugust.com/bulk-SMS. Softwaresaugust.com/statapile. Softwaresaugust.com/bulk-SMS-India. A list of telemarketing companies at outsourceaccelerator.com/guide/top-telemarketing-companies. Get the websites by going to outsourceaccelerator.com/guide/top-telemarketing-companies, where they give info on every company, a phone number and website link. To be connected.co.nz. adelinabipo.com. adfield.co.uk. allorica.com. apcallcenters.com. attlmarketing.com. bluechipcallcenter.com. bluedonkey.co.uk. bowlingreen.com. bridgerev.com. callboxinc.com. cnce.com. clientiz.ca. cnturuguay.com. crewbloom.com. directally.com. dispatchegypt.com. euro-tel.it. fox-online.fr. gosqueeze.com. helpware.com. idimpact.ca. jk-development.ch. ldlconnect.lu. leadcircle.de. mdscom.com. mydomain.com. mysite.com. naturalnetworks.com. oaktreetm.co.uk. pindarop.com. qualitycontactsolutions.com. salgsbureauet.dk. soc-telemarketing.de. stormgroup.net. supportiourap.com. team-access.com. teamtelemarketing.co.uk. telemarketingperformance.com. teleprogroup.com. trend-service.de. trstelemarketing.com. tsdglobal.com. ttmc.co.uk. tuniscallcenter.com. universalit.net. ventrica.co.uk. vaneo.fr. worm-consulting.de. zenconsultants.co.uk. To be connected. 31 West. AA Telemarketing. Axelity. Access Telemarket. Adelina BPO. Adfield Group. Alex and Gross. Alarica. Ambic. AP Call Centers. Apex Call Centers. Atento, Atel, Axial, Blue Donkey, Blue Chip Call Center, Ball and Green, Bridges, Callbox, Cience, Clientis, CNT Uruguay, Concentrix, Convince, Crew Bloom, Dale, Datamark, Direct Line, Direct Allied Agency, Direct B2B, Dispatch Egypt, DJR Marketing, Envision, Eurotel, Fox Online, Fusion Contact, Go for Customer, Go Squeeze, Grindstone, Hello Cells, Helpware, ID Impact, Inform Group, Intelemark, JIT Outsource, JK Development, Larson and Associates, LDL Connect, Lead Circle, Lead Hunter, Linea Directa, Market Makers, Marktone, MDS Communications, Micatech, Natural Networks, Oaktree, OB2B, OMKL Marketing, On Brand 24, Pindrop, Pinpoint Technologies, QCSS, Quality Contact Solutions, Salesfish, Sales Roads, Salgsbureauet, SOC Telemarketing, Scondras, Span Global Services, Storm Group, Superhuman Prospecting, Support Your App, Team Telemarketing, Telecom, Telecontact, Resource Services, Telemarketing Performance, Teleperformance, Telepro Group, The Telemarketing Company, The Lead Generation Company, Toucan Telemarketing, Trend Service, Trivio, TSD Global, Tunis Call Center, Unique Dialogue, Unity Communications, Universal IT, Vanilla Group, Ventrica, Virtual Sales, Folkert May, Vonio, Worm, WOW 24-7, XACT, Zen Consultants, XT Direct, Chapter 3, A Telemarketing Website Guide, Telemarketing Business Websites 1, 5star-telemarketing.com, 800direct.com, AboveBeyond.net, Sales, Customer Service, and Telemarketing Training and Leadership Programs. AdaXtelecom.com, Telemarketing Sales and Support for the Business to Consumer. Ad-mkt-review.com. AdvancingWomen.com/salesTeleselling. Advisory Group MKT.com, call center that produces high-quality leads and sales. Allbusiness.com/articles/sales marketing. Allwest.net/marketing. AstuteGroup.com, telemarketing sales leads generation. Avaya.com. BlueChipMarketing.com, the Midwest's oldest and most experienced full-service telephone marketing agency. bnet.com/marketing/market+research/telemarketing. business.com/directory/advertising_and_marketing/direct_marketing/telemarketing. businessbyphone.com. businessdown.com/sales/telemarketing.asp. callcentermagazine.com. callcenters.com. cdma.org, Canada Marketing Association. cmor.org. comweb.com. contactcenterworld.com. cpamarketingtips.com/telemarketing.html. cpisecurity.com/customercare/dmsop.pdf, Telemarketing Operating Standards and Procedures Manual. creditleads.net. crm.nimzisco.com/ts1.html, Telemarketing Software. culturalaccess.com. dakotadirect.com. databasessystems.corp.com/ps_sales_leads_directory.htm. dunlapmarketing.com/leads-appointment. ebsco.com, telemarketing. elecdir.com/site/store/18875/index.html, telemarketing lead generation call center. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/telemarketing. energypulse.net. entrepreneur.com. etiquettesurvival.com. etisales.com. yurd.com. exactsalesleads.com. easynarticles.com/question mark incoming -sales-upgrades &ID =21250. freecallcenterquotes.com/telemarketing_list.php. georgewalther.com. go4callcenter.com/telemarketing-call-center/telemarketing-sales.htm. goleads.com. grindstone.com. heart-hanks.com, direct mail, telemarketing services. heatupyourcoldcalls.com. hotcoldcalls.com. inforeview111.info/telemarketing. insidesalessolutions.com. killthecalls.com. lakenassociates.com/telemarketing-script.html. lawick.com, computerized telemarketing, message delivery, notification, and appointment reminders, sales leads. liberanassociates.com. manageourleads.com. mardirect.com/telemarket_tip.htm. marketingmag.ca. marketingprofs.com/marketing/10/selling. marketmakers.com. markfacey.com. mpus.com/html/telemarketing.html. myworktools.com, telemarketing sales training guide. naa.org/circulation pages/telemarketing/making-the-away-from-telemarketing.aspx. naa.org/sarc/making-telemarketing-strong-ger.htm. scriptingpower.com. nevercoldcall.com. paragonintegrated.com. perpeak.com. power-direct.com. privatecitizen.com/letters/california-ab870-puc.htm. qcssinc.com, QCSS call center and telemarketing services. rechargermag.com. richworldwide.com. ringindia.net/customized_telemarketing_services_india.html. salesipwebsite.com. salesvantage.com/d/telemarketing_sales_support. samblack.com, telemarketing consulting services. sdmarketing.com/sales.html. telemarketing business websites too. telemarketing-businesses.com. telemarketingconsultant.com. telemarketing.com.com. telemarking.com. telemkating.com. telephonedoctor.com. teleplaza.com. teleplaza.com/telemarketing/call-center/tsales.html, software. teleprofessional.com. telesalesinc.com. telesalestraining.net. the-dma.org, telemarketing resource center. the-dma.org/telemarketing. theliadlink.com. tmcnet.com, telemarketing call center news. tmcnet.com/sys. toydirectory.com/guidelines_for_telemarketing_enterprises.htm. tsleads.com, provides technical sales lead generation services to software and hardware companies. turnermarketing.com. vendorseek.com/telemarketing_services.asp. vertexer.com, leads generation. westparkdirect.com, Westpark Direct is a marketing and sales firm that develops and implements effective strategies for increasing newspaper circulation. telemarketing.com, telemarketing services, rules and tools for business. AnswerNet, a full-service telemarketing company providing inbound, outbound, automated and business process outsourcing, BPO, call center services for B2C and B2B businesses. Unicommerce.com. AffordableTelemarketingServices.com. CallHub.io, telemarketing script. dir.indiamart.com IMCAT telemarketing HTML. Telemarketer in India. eContactLive.com. FlatWorldSolutions.com Sales Marketing Telemarketing Services.php. FTC.gov Business Guidance Advertising Marketing Telemarketing. Telemarketing Federal Trade Commission. The FTC's Telemarketing Sales Rule. Goodfirms.co Telemarketing Companies Singapore. Top telemarketing companies in Singapore. Magellan-solutions.com Blog Benefits of Telemarketing. MarketingTutor.net Telemarketing. Telemarketing Info. QuickSpearOut.com, Telemarketing Services. Strikingly.com Content Blog Telemarketing. Telemarketing for your business, is it for you? Telemarketingregulations.com State Regulations. State Regulations. Neodub.com. Telemarketingzeo.com, Calgary Web Design, Telemarketing SEO. Telemarketing websites at feedspot.com/telemarketing_blogs. bluedonkey.co.uk/blog. 5crm.com/blog. gsa-marketing.co.uk/blog. qualitycontactsolutions.com/company-news. telemarketingbpoleads.com/blog. theliadlab.com/blog. toucantelemarketing.co.uk/blog. walkingfingerstelemarketing.com/blog. Chapter 4. Telemarketing websites at DMOZ-ODP. Telemarketing websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/marketing_and_advertising/telemarketing. Subcategories. Automation. Call centers. AccentOnline.com, Accent Marketing Services, LLC, turnkey solutions in the following areas: direct marketing, customer service, and database services. 310ltd.com, 3-10 Marketing, provides lead generation and response management to the economic development and telecommunications sectors. 800service.com, callcapture.com, provides toll-free numbers and interactive voice response, IVR, technology to help businesses capture leads and automatically fulfill information requests via voice or fax. AJBA.com, AJ Berman Associates, high-level telemarketing. Bidmarketing.co.uk, Business Intelligence Direct Limited, lead generation and market research services for the information technology industry. Biz2bizmarketing.com, business-to-business marketing, marketing firm specializing in telemarketing and direct mail campaigns to improve lead generation. Bluechipmarketing.com, Bluechip Telemarketing, a full-service telemarketing agency for business-to-business and consumer marketing, offering qualified sales leads, lead generation services, and small account management. Captel.net, Captel, an outbound teleservices company specializing in customer and membership marketing for national associations and businesses, and fundraising for some of America's public policy and political organizations. CCI-telemarketing.com, CCI Telemarketing, consultative telemarketing for the computer industry. CMSGmbh.de, CMSGmbh, services, database marketing, direct marketing, telemarketing, call fulfillment. Contact-America.com, Contact America Incorporated, call center services for 800 #S, outbound, inbound and e-commerce customer service. CTC-telemarketing.com, Clientele Connection Limited, subscription marketing and membership acquisition. DialAmerica.com, Dial America Marketing Incorporated, telemarketing services at a mutually agreed upon price for each order. DJsT.com, don't just sit there, Sell Something, established in 1992, DJST set out to meet the needs of the marketplace by providing a senior-level telephone sales function to support and enhance field sales activity. Eagle-Concepts.com, Eagle Concepts Incorporated, business-to-business outbound calling. eContactLive.com, Telecont at CT Resource Services, B2B marketing solutions via outbound telemarketing services, appointment setting, and lead generation programs. EggsCorp.com, Expert Global Solutions, provides high-volume telephone-based sales, marketing, and customer management services to large companies. Energetic-enterprises.co.uk, Energetic Enterprises, develops UK and international telephone numbers from client-supplied lists. Eurocall.org.uk, Eurocall, offers multilingual telemarketing for clients in the IT and telecommunications industries. Fanuel.com, Fanuel Group, a provider of teleservices and e-business solutions including customer service, inbound and outbound sales, customer acquisition, inbound service desks, direct mail, and surveying. Intelecom.co.uk, Intelecom Limited, specialists in telemarketing and appointment making. Intelemark.com, Intelemark, specializes in developing, placing, and managing custom calling campaigns. IntelligentLookup.com, Intelligent Lookup Services Incorporated, provides a name matching algorithm that updates and enhances contact information such as phone numbers, email addresses, and mailing addresses for marketing professionals. InternetLeads.com, Advanced Marketing Solutions, response center focusing on lead management. ISC.com, ISC Consultants Incorporated, provides workforce management software and consulting services to call and contact centers globally. Kickdoorsdown.com, ACP Consultants, marketing strategy, appointment making, direct sales and database management. LeadGenerationSolutions.com, Lead Generation Solutions, specializes in executive-level telemarketing, lead generation, appointment setting, trade show lead follow-up marketing. Leadline.co.uk, Leadline, a UK-based company delivering telemarketing, call handling, media and direct marketing response. MarketLinkinc.com, MarketLink Incorporated, offers outbound telemarketing services for both residential and B2B, business-to-business, clients. Mmuse.com, Motivational Marketing Incorporated, provides B2B and consumer outbound telemarketing services for lead generation, direct mail follow-up and seminar attendance. Mpus.com, Marketing Partners Inc., they help companies do business-to-business marketing with a concentration on telemarketing, i.e. ONTLconsulting.ca, Ontel, a consulting firm that specializes in telemarketing and customer service. Phoneforce.com, Phoneforce, telemarketing services, training, outsourcing and database development. ProjectsUK.com, Projects Marketing Ltd., Midlands-based company with almost 20 years' experience in helping companies, government-funded programs and universities to grow and develop. RichWorldwide.com, Rich Enterprises Incorporated, outbound telemarketing and sales outsourcing. StrategicDatabase.com, Strategic Database Marketing Incorporated, a market research company specializing in business-to-business, or business-to-consumer call programs. Tangible-Results.com, Tangible Results, UK-based company which specializes in telemarketing, training, and IT services. TargetMarketingUSA.com, Target Marketing USA Incorporated, provides systems to broadcast messages via telephone. Telecenterinc.com, Telecenter, Inc., telemarketing and call center outsource referral services. Telemarketing.com, custom telemarketing services, specializes in outbound programs including lead generation, appointment setting, market research, surveys, trial subscriptions, database purge, business development, point of sale promotions, seminar and conference invitations. Teleplaza.com, Teleplaza, a directory of products, services, and relative information for the telemarketing and call center professional. TMRinfo.com, TMR Incorporated, firm specializing in telephone market research and data collection. TotalMarketingOutbound.com, Total Marketing Outbound, specializes in providing telemarketing services for newspapers throughout the United States. West.com, West Corporation, West provides inbound, outbound, and interactive voice response, CRM services and internet-based customer care and acquisition services. Telemarketing automation websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/marketing_and_advertising/telemarketing/automation. sytelco.com, Sytel Limited, predictive dialing software for outbound call centers including the Soft Dial plugin. Auto dialing websites at dmoz-odp.org/computer/data_communication/telephony/autodialers. Autodialersonline.com, Autodialers Online, specialized in telephone autodialer software, automated telemarketing, and lead generator software. Autodialerplus.com, Autodialer Plus, autodialers and predictive dialers hardware and software based on the diagram logic boards. Callfire.com, Callfire, online personalized and interactive voice broadcasting service. DialMyCalls.com, DialMyCalls, makes voice broadcasting and robocalls easy to use with its mass notification system. Dialx.net, Dialx, providers automated dialing services and scalable on-site systems. phoneeds.com, voice message broadcasting, VMB, sending your advertisement to thousands of phone numbers, providing for the recipient to press 1, and be connected live to your office or call center. GoInTouch.com, InTouch Systems, autodialer software for automated telemarketing, lead generation, announcements, political messages. ICTBroadcast.com, ICT Broadcast, a multi-tenant voice, fax, SMS, and email broadcasting software solution for SMB and service providers. MyVoiceDialing.com, MyVoiceDialing, a broadcasting company which offers voice broadcasting services and products. PhoneDealerPro.com, universal internet dialer, 5 telephony applications for Windows. TAPI-compliant programs work with all kind of modems and telephony cards. PowerDialerPro.com, PowerDialer Pro, provides hosted auto dialer and power dialer solutions to sales and marketing, and telemarketing professionals. Public.ifbyphone.com/services/voice-broadcasting, ifbyphone voice broadcasting, provides services for delivery of outbound IVR or voice broadcasting and appointment confirmation over the phone. SingerElectronics.com, Singer Electronics, developer of Communicator I, a telephone message delivery system. VoiceBlaze.com, VoiceBlaze, provides basic and volume-based voice broadcasting and predictive/auto dialer services. Business telecommunications equipment websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/equipment/multiple_products. AdcombHS.com, AdcomBHS, distributor of telecommunication products such as telephone headsets, cordless and cellular applications which offers business-to-business solutions. Alpha-com.com, Alpha Communications, manufacturer and supplier of intercom systems, nurse call and emergency call systems, custom lobby panels, video intercoms, CCTV, and card access. AmericanTechSupply.com, American Tech Supply, offers a complete array of fiber optic, data communications, switching, cable and test equipment for contractors, government, integrators, and end users. AsiaRadioSales.com, Asia Radio Sales, supplier of mobile radios and accessories. At-Fairfax.com, Fairfax Electronics Inc., distributor for CCTV and access control, intercom, alarm, surveillance, remote video, and paging systems. AtkinsonDynamics.com, Atkinson Dynamics, manufacturers of industrial intercom communication systems and auxiliary products such as speakers and signaling devices for plant-wide communication. Barnet-ng.com, Barnet Engineering Limited, manufacture voice auto dialers, site monitors, modems and other electronic sub-assemblies. Bayinc.com, Business Electronics Incorporated, sales and service of Intertel, Racal voice loggers, Lucent OMD, Octel call processing and CTI. besttelephones.co.uk, Best Telephones, Internet telecommunications equipment supplier. Clearwave.com, Clearwave communications, software and hardware solutions to connect your PC and your telephone line, PBX or key business phone to completely automate the critical telephone tasks. Qualcomminc.com, Qualcomminc designs and manufactures specialized multi-unit equipment for the communications markets including cell phones and radio systems. Comelectronics.com, commercial electronics, San Antonio, Texas-based, digital voice logging, quality monitoring systems, phone management accounting. ConeCdirect.co.uk, ConeTech Direct, cable, telephone supplies. ConverseCommunications.com, Converse Communications, equipment for the hard of hearing and speech impaired. Cornell.com, Cornell Communications, designer and manufacturer of intercom, signaling, door monitoring and emergency evacuation systems. CTVI.com, CTVI, install and support phone systems, computer networks, video conferencing equipment and cabling. CurrentElectronics.com, Current Electronics Incorporated, audio and video electronics systems, devices and components for industrial and business use. Dipolnet.com, Dipole, European wholesale distributor for satellite television, antennas, cameras, coaxial cables, LAN devices, twisted pair cables. DLCOM.net, DNL Communications, full-line distributor and installer of communication products. Dynametric.com, Dynametric, manufacturers of recording adapters, logger patches, modular plug locking devices and other devices for business and home telephones. Easycom.co.in, Easy Communications, providing voice, data, video communication products and solutions. EMTCallControl.tripod.com, EMT Incorporated, provides solutions for telephone security problems along with payphone security and tools. HigginsInternational.com, Higgins International, multi-link voice modem fax switches. MultipleWireless.com, Multiple Wireless Solutions, provider of data and voice equipment and services including cell phones, service plans, accessories, two-way radios, pagers, internet access, and phone system hardware. Nycom.com, North Atlantic Incorporated, provides payphone equipment, supplies, and accessories as well as factory-authorized repair services. Also offers surveillance equipment. NetXUSA.com, NetSUSA, distributor of computer telephony solutions. One-Connect.com.sg, OneConnect International, specializes in marketing and distributing mobile and wireless solutions. Overtechinc.com, Overtech Incorporated, telephone labels made to fit business phones. PhoneTree.com, personal communication systems, offering PhoneTree, a telephone messaging system designed to deliver information to any size group automatically. Quantometrix.com, Quantometrix, offers home telephone intercom systems, door phone systems with entry access control and music systems. Rescom.ca, Rescom Sales Incorporated, authorized distributor of the standard line of communication products for confined space, hazmat, fire, rescue, tactical and industrial applications. RhinoEquipment.com, Rhino Equipment Corp., offering CATA and VoIP related equipment including CSU/DSU and cables providing support for ESF, D4, AMI, B8ZS, E1 and PRI. SalesAutomationGroup.com, Sales Automation Group, Salesforce automation, predictive dialers, auto dialers, super dialers, power dialers, and telemarketing software. SKElectronics.com, S&K Electronics, offers intercom repair service, specializing in Newton, M, and S and bronze systems. SKUTCHelectronics.com, SKUTCH, manufacturing telecommunication accessories to solve telecommunication problems. SohoPBXWorld.com, Soho PBX World, offering small business and home office PBX and telephone systems as well as telephones, music on hold, UPS, and surge protection. SurplusMaster.com, SurplusMaster, buyers and sellers of surplus telephone equipment. Switchcoms.co.uk, Switch Communications, telecommunications equipment supply, installation, and maintenance including IP convergence solutions. Tapetel.com, Tapetel Electronics, Plantronics telephone headset equipment including computer and wireless headsets and speakerphones. Tectone.net, Tectone Sound and Signal Manufacturing, Inc., manufactures audio communication systems including nurse call, emergency call, area of rescue assistance, medical room status, apartment entry, video intercom, home intercom, and office intercom. TLCoLTD.com, Telco Limited, sells, installs and services business digital and IP phone systems and voicemail equipment. Telecomex.com, Telecommunications Export Co. Telephoneparts.com, CMH Electronics, online catalog of parts, mostly telecommunications. Teleprom.com, Teleprom, offering computer telephony solutions, ready-to-use predictive dialers, inbound and outbound systems. Teletainment.com, Teletainment, dynamic new on-hold messaging company offering daily news updates and promotional information about your business for callers to hear while holding. Teletechnica.hu, Teletechnica Ltd, offers products for several markets including cable television, broadband communications, GSM, and microwave. Trimminc.com, Trim Incorporated, telecommunications vendor source that provides quality products including terminal blocks, fuse panels, jack fields, DSX units, coaxial products, and patch cords. TWACom.com, TWACom.com, Inc., online supplier of analog and digital business phone equipment and accessories. VeroTelecom.com, Vero Global Communication Co., Ltd., provides two-way radios, GPS, cordless telephones and related equipment. VisionTech.co.in, Linkwell Telesystems, P. Ltd., manufacturer and exporter of VisionTech wireless, POS, and related products. Chapter 5. Call Center Websites. Call Center Services at upcity.com/call-center-services/telemarketing. They seem to be a big company. Call center websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/call_centers. Subcategories. Providers. Equipment. Software. Consulting. News and media. Organizations. Resources. 800adept.com, AdeptTel, a multi-service telecommunications bureau offering long-distance or 800/900 business services. Call-centers.com, call-centers.com, information site for the global call center industry. ContactUAL.com, Contactual, web-hosted application service provider of customer contact center solutions with integrated interface for all channels of customer contact such as phone, email, and web chat. Datapoint.com, Datapoint, provides call center management services. UlyssesLearning.com, Ulysses Learning, contact center simulation-based training program for customer service, sales, and coaching. Business telecommunications call centers provider websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/call_centers/providers. Subcategories. Asia. North America. AllianceCommunications.com, Alliance Communications, call center and answering service providing various business communications services. Alarica.com, Alarica Incorporated, providing call center solutions. AlpineAccess.com, Alpine Access, home-based virtual call center providing a variety of services. Americall.com, Americall, provides outsourced answering services and call center management solutions. AmericanHelpDesk.com, American Help Desk, inbound call center and help desk offering customer service and technical support. Answerve.co.uk, Anserve, telephone answering services for businesses. Answerve.com, Anserve America, provides live telephone answering, order taking, paging, and voicemail services in Spanish and English. Anesnet.biz, Answer Network Incorporated, inbound call center serving continental United States. Answer1.com, Answer One Communications, provide remote receptionist services, inbound order taking, and telephone answering services. Answer1st.com, Answer1st, offering services including telemarketing, messaging, order taking and appointment scheduling. AnswerAllusa.com, Answer All, call center specializing in the service industry. AnswerBestRSVP.com, Answer Best RSVP, offers guest response RSVP services, call answering, messaging, and routing services. AnswerExcellence.com, Answer Excellence, answering service providing order entry, reservations, appointment scheduling, remote receptionist, technical support and messaging services in Clearwater, Florida. AnswerFirst.com, Answer First Communications Incorporated, offers live operator services including order entry, scheduling, customer care, messaging, and telephone answering. Answering-services-phone-messaging.com, answering service phone messaging, provide telephone answering services. AnsweringGroup.com, communications group, based in Syracuse, provides call services including telephone answering and messaging. AnsweringService.net, AnsweringService.net, provide answering services for companies of all sizes. AnswerNet.com, AnswerNet, inbound and outbound call center service providing answering services, order processing, telemarketing, and appointment setting services. AnswerQuick.com, AnswerQuick, inbound call center and customer service center. AntietamCallCenter.com, Antietam Call Center, Maryland-based company serving the telecommunications needs of the business community. ApexAmerica.com, Apex America, Argentinian company providing customer care help desk services. As4fs.com, answering solutions for funeral service, answering service that provides customer service for the funeral industry. ASuperiorCallCenter.com, a superior call center, Georgia-based company providing operator services. AzureCRM.com, Stix InfoSoft PVT. BerkshireCommunicators.com, Berkshire Communicators Incorporated, offer telephone answering, voicemail paging and other related services. BPOMatrix.net, BPO Matrix, provide remote support services including customer care and technical support, outbound collections, and telemarketing. CallCenterPlus.com, Call Center Plus, provide customer service, ordering, messaging, and other related services. CapitaCustomerManagement.co.uk, Capita Customer Management, UK provider of customer management outsourcing services. CathedralANS.com, Cathedral Answering Service Pennsylvania firm offering answering and messaging services. CenterPartners.com, Center Partners, provides call center outsourcing services for technical support, customer service, outbound campaigns, order entry/fulfillment, conference registration and help desk services for the high-tech, communications, financial services, telecommunications, and wireless industries. Centratel.com, Centratel, services include telephone answering, messaging, and after-hour phone service. ClientelPlus.com, Clientel Plus, call center offering telemarketing and web integration services. Confero.co.uk, Confero Limited, mid-size outsourced call and contact center based in the UK, providing inbound and outbound voice, email, and web-based customer service solutions. ContactOneCallCenter.com, Contact One Call Center, provides inbound answering service and call center services in Denver, Colorado. ContinentalMessage.com, Continental Message Solution Incorporated, provides services including live answering, voicemail, paging, order entry, customer service and telemarketing. CustomerDirect.com, Customer Direct, phone and web order taking and answering services, product fulfillment, and merchant accounts. Cybersecretary4u.com, NOC support, offer office assistant telephone answering services. Dexcom.com, Dexcom, provide telephone answering services for funeral homes and doctors, live chat with online order taking, and web design or hosting. DirectLineInc.com, Direct Line Teleresponse, provide services including order taking, customer service, and technical support. DRLTD.com, Direct Response, offer customer services through voice, data, and call center services. DXC-Inc.com, Data Exchange Incorporated, specializes in third-party verification. ECA.com, eCommunications Advantage Incorporated, offer inbound call support services and lead generation. EMSCRM.com, EMS Incorporated. EPROTEL.com.hk, EPRO Telecom, offer call center solutions from call flow design to script write-up, service provision, database leasing, customized call reports, delivery scheduling, and payment handling. Euroanswer.co.uk, Euroanswer, offer call center, contact center, and help desk services. ExcelAnsweringService.com, Excel Answering Service, offer bilingual, Spanish/English, answering services. Extendcom.com, Extend Communications, offer inbound services, providing order taking and direct marketing response services in the U.S. Philcancommunications.biz, Philcan Communications, provides off-site call center services, telemarketing assistance, and virtual secretarial support. Focustele.com, Focus Telecommunications, provides order taking, credit card authorization, inbound and outbound telemarketing, voicemail, and other call center services. GCSERV.com, GC Services, provide inbound and outbound call center services. GlobalResponse.com, Global Response, third-party outsourcing catalog sales, customer service, and fulfillment. HelloCorp.com, HelloCorp, provide customer service, transaction processing, and call center services for small, medium and enterprise businesses. HMCGroup.ca, HMC Group, offers call center services including messaging, order entry, appointments, and dispatch. HudsonSoft.com, Hudson Software Corporation, technical support outsourcing and services for educational software publishers and book publishers. InfinitySupport.com, Infinity Support, offer phone/voice, email, help desk, and live chat services for web hosting companies. InsureTech.com, Insure Technologies, focus on help desk, inbound calls, and order processing. IntelliGY.com, IntelliGY.com, features information on-site on-site/offshore outsourcing services, corporate news, case studies related articles. JLodge.com, J.Lodge, provides customer service, and marketing call centers. JNet-LLC.com, Servicom, LLC, offers inbound customer care, outbound marketing programs, and sales support. LesterUSA.com, Lester Incorporated, provides BPO services from call centers in the US and India. LiveAssistance.com, Live Assistance, provides a one-on-one text chat sales support, lead generation, and site navigation for real estate agents. LiveOps.com, LiveOps, provides call center solutions through a web-enabled inbound teleservices network. LogicTree.com, LogicTree, provider of speech-enabled business automation and call center solutions. MapMobile.com, Map Communications, offers services in medical, property management, and government inbound answering, order taking, notification, dispatch, and surveys. MaximumCallCenter.com, Maximum Call Center, provides telephone services including order entry, dispatch, answering services, and messaging services. MediConnect.com, American MediConnect Incorporated, specialized services for the medical industry. MomentumOffshore.com, Momentum Offshore, UK-based project management and call center services. MostResponsive.com, LNS teleservices, inbound, outbound and market research telemarketing services. MSICommunications.com, Masco Services Incorporated, provides centralized answering and paging dispatch. MSLTeleservices.com, MSL Teleservices, services include lead generation, customer acquisition, order processing and data cleansing. MyAnswering.com, MyAnswering.com, provides inbound call center services such as order entry, appointment setting, and business phone answering services. NewProspect-BS.com, New Prospect, provide inbound call handling including call answering, routing, and voice response solutions. Office-Link.com, OfficeLink, provide inbound and outbound telephone services along with call center software. On-Ramp.com, OnRamp, telemessaging services for physicians and medical businesses in the Midwestern United States. PacificConnection.com, Pacific Connection, Philippines-based company providing customer service and technical support. PakistanCallCenters.com, Pakistan Call Centers, outsourced provider of call center services for small and medium-sized companies. PatLive.com, PatLive, offer answering, computerized voice, and fax services for advertising responses, network marketing, corporate, and prospect communication. PCMSI.com, PMC Incorporated, offer telephone answering services, unified messaging, and order entry services. PCNAnswers.com, professional communications network, offers a variety of communications services including answering services and internet orders. PhoneWareInc.com, PhoneWareInc, offer services for outbound and inbound calling, email, sales, and customer care interaction. PikeCommunications.com, Pike Communications, implemented inbound telemarketing plans for national and international clients. PPower.com, PhonePower, Inc., telephone answering service, order taking, voicemail, and related services. PulseLTD.co.nz, Pulse Business Solutions, services the call center needs for clients in New Zealand. Relaycom.com, Relay Communications, offering order-taking services for inbound telemarketing, call center services, answering services, call centers, credit card verifying, digital pager services, help desk services, and credit card processing. Rengating.com, answering service professionals, offer services including order processing, answering services, inbound and outbound telemarketing, survey response, and customer service. Softpak.com, Softpak Incorporated, call center for incoming calls and various back-office services. SpecialtyAnsweringService.net, Specialty Answering Service, industry-specialized answering service and call center support services. SpectrumCom.com, Spectrum Communications, answering services including order taking, customer service support, dispatch, and virtual office. SterlingServices.org, Sterling Services, providing mission-driven customer care and outsourcing services for customer contact needs. SynergySolutionsInc.com, Synergy Solutions, provides call center services in the U.S. TalkToRep.com, TalkToRep, Inc., provides inbound and outbound call center services and contact management. Tell-us.com, Tell Us Call Center, provides order taking, traditional answering, voicemail, and lead generation. Telassist.com, Tell*Assist, provides 24/7 phone answering services, web-enabled customer service, dispatch and help desk services. Telerep.com, Telerep, offer call services including help desk, upselling, customer service, scheduling, and other related services. Teleservice-Krona.ch.de, Teleservice Kronak, in and outbound call center, database marketing, letter shop, EDV outsourcing. Telematic.com, Telmatic, offer services including inbound call processing. Tier3support.com, Tier 3 support, services include technical and customer support. Tigertel.com, Tigertel, provides global excellence and technical innovation through interactive communication solutions, inbound and outbound call service centers, phone answering services and CRM. Timecommunications.biz, Time Communications, provide order taking, answering, and other related services. Tmone.com, Tmone, provides call center services, lead lists, and VoIP marketing. Torcom.com, Torcom call center, catalog, and literature response, reservation scheduling and web-enabled agents. TracyGlobal.com, TREC Global, provides a variety of inbound and outbound call center services, along with BPO services. VOSecretary.com. WeAnswer.com, EFLS Communications, provides voicemail and phone answering services. We'reFrontline.co.uk, Frontline, offer telephone answering services for both UK and international firms. WorkingSOL.com, Working Solutions, offer services including telemarketing, remote agents, CRM solutions, and customer/technical support. WorldBridgeIntl.com, WorldBridge International, provides offshore call center and back-office business processing services to corporations. YourCCSteam.com, customer contact services, inbound call center, specializing in customized telephone answering service, inbound telemarketing, and order taking. Call center organization websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/call_centers/organizations. ATSI.org, American Teleservices International, Industry Accreditation Association. CAMEX.ca, Canadian Call Management Association, CAMEX, Industry Trade Association representing call centers and telephone answering service companies across North America. CCA.org.uk, Call Center Association, UK Trade Association representing the call and contact centers. CCNG.com, Call Center Network Group, CCNG, a networking organization with membership comprised of call center management and industry professionals. PACEassociation.com, Professional Association for Customer Engagement, PACE, Trade Association for Call Center Managers, supports the teleservices channel and is dedicated to informing, uniting, and advancing the contact center industry. Canada and Mexico call center websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/tele-communications/call_centers/providers/North_America. AllianceWireless.com, Alliance Wireless Communications, offers call center and answering services, pagers, and cell phones. Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Telvista.com, Telvista, provides customer contact center outsourcing, consulting, and web-based application solutions. United States call center websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/call_centers/providers/North_America/United_States. A-1messagecenter.com, a one-message center, order entry processor, and inbound call center serving metropolitan Philadelphia and southern and central New Jersey. A-1answering.com, a one answering service, provides a variety of services include voicemail, order entry, and donation lines. Accurate800.com, Accurate Communications, inbound call center service provider based out of Omaha, Nebraska. ActiveTelesource.com, Active Telesource, Inc., professional call center services and fulfillment. AdvanceCommunications.com, Advance Communications, offers call center, inbound telemarketing, order taking and answering services. AnswerAmerica.com, Answer America, provides inbound and outbound telemarketing and telemessaging services with many locations nationwide. AnswerWest.com, AnswerWest, web-enabled call center providing outsourcing for inbound call center operations and customer care services. CallCenterServices.com, Call Center Service Incorporated, provides call center outsourcing, lead generation and marketing support for in-technology products and services. IntegrityForYou.com, Integrity for You Incorporated, provides customer service services designed for long-term customer retention. InterGlobalMedcc.com, Interglobal Medical Call Center, contact center providing teleservices, help desk, and customer service outsourcing, application hosting and fulfillment. Keenercom.net, Keener Communications, offers answering and inbound call center services. OurDataWorks.com, Our Data Works Incorporated, offers toll-free inbound services, outbound calling, order taking, and on-site inventory maintenance. PROCOM-Inc.com, Procom, Inc., provides customer support and telemarketing services. SaleBuild.com, SaleBuild, provides lead generation, telesales, and database management services. Telecenters.com, AnswerPhone, provides phone answering services in North Georgia and Memphis, Tennessee. VoiceTeleservices.com, Voice Teleservices, offer inbound and outbound services including lead generation, sales, and account management. Call center software at dmoz-odp.org/business/telecommunications/call_centers/software. 8x8.com, 8x8, business voice over IP telecoms provider. Ahiva.com, Ahiva, call center software. Ahiva call center software is a call center solution using voice over IP for outbound telemarketing and inbound call center. Altitude.com, Altitude Software, offers call center software to enable integration of both self-service and assisted customer interactions across voice, email, and web channels. Ameo.com, Ameo, DACX Ameo is a communication suite for contact centers and enterprises with the need for advanced collaboration capabilities. AMTELCO.com, AMTELCO, provider of call center communication systems, software applications, and XDS technologies. AppliedCorp.com, Applied Business Technologies, provider of call center recording and quality audit solutions. Aspect.com, Aspect Inc., global providers of call center solutions including voice, text, chat and social multi-channel support. AstuteSolutions.com, Astute Solutions, provider of consumer interaction solutions, designed to leverage telephony to create an integrated customer relationship and information management solution. Braxtel.com, Braxtel Communications, providers of hosted and premise-based customer call center solutions software, incorporating automatic call distribution, ACD, and interactive voice response, IVR. Brightpattern.com, Brightpattern, providers of multi-channel cloud contact center software. BTD.se, Blatornet DataHub, offers software development and consulting based around support organization and management. ByGenesis.com, Genesis Systems, offers call accounting software, including telephone reporting, management, and tracking for hotels, 911, call centers and general business. Cactiicom.com, Cacti Inc., offers a range of solutions for continuous and selective contact recording, with data analysis functionality. Callcentersoftware.co.uk, Greenlight Innovation, providers of hosted call center software and CRM solution including predictive dialer, agent scripting, and inbound call routing. Callscriptor.com, Callscriptor, provides workflow management software for contact centers. Centergistic.com, Centergistic Solutions, offers software designed to gather data from multiple sources and present this information in dynamic, functional formats. CKGA.com, KGA, offers PC-based training and assessment programs for call centers and a number of other industries. Connect.claritycon.com, Clarity Connect, providers of contact center software native to Skype for Business. CSIWorld.com, Coordinated Systems Incorporated, provides software for agent monitoring and call recording. CustomerServiceAudit.com, Snapshots Online, web-based customer service assessment and benchmarking tool. DatabasesSystemsCorp.com, Database Systems Corp., provider of call center technology, including software, predictive dialer systems, and web development products. DialConnection.com, Dial Connection Incorporated, offers predictive dialing, telemarketing, and call center software solutions. EasyCallCloud.com, EasyCallCloud, EasyCallCloud is online call center and CRM software for telemarketing and telesales. EngageTechnology.com.au, Engage Technology, specializes in computer telephony and e-commerce solutions software. AngHouseInteractive.com.au, Anghouse Interactive, producer of customer call center and telephony integration software. EnvisionInc.com, Envision Telephony Incorporated, offers call recording and monitoring systems to meet the agent training, evaluation, and survey needs of customer call centers. Erlang.com, West Bay Engineers, provider of online workforce management tools for forecasting agent staffing requirements at call centers. ETS-India.com, Electronic Technology Systems, contact center voice, screen, call recording, and monitoring software solutions. Five9.com, Five9 is a global provider of on-demand call center software for telemarketing, customer service, and business continuity. Genesis.com, EchoPass, contact center integration software for mid-size to large enterprises, with cloud platform and on-premises software offerings. GriffinNetworks.com, Griffin Networks, provider of automated privacy compliance solutions software to help outbound telemarketing organizations to proactively comply with privacy requirements in the areas of do not call, DNC, do not mail, DNM, and call curfew laws. HansonSoftware.com, Hanson Software, call accounting software systems for the general or professional business or the hospitality industry. IATSmartDial.com, IAT, predictive dialer and IVR messaging dialing technology, specifically for the collections industry. InContact.com, InContact, provide call center software that features voice response system, skills-based routing, speech recognition, inbound/outbound call blending, and workforce optimization. InnovaSolutions.com, Innova Solutions, provider of call center reporting software and hardware, mass notification systems for schools and universities, and Power over Ethernet, PoE, network clocks. Cool2lz.com, CoolTools, provides workforce planning tools for call centers, including schedule agents and performance analysis. MonetSoftware.com, Monet Software, provider of unified call center workforce optimization solution, workforce management, call recording, quality management, and performance management software in the cloud. MonitoringMatiazi.com, data collection resources, offers monitoring and agent evaluation software. Nixzis.com, Nixzis is a software publisher specializing in call/contact centers and customer interaction solutions. Noblesys.com, Noble Systems, provides predictive dialers, IVR, ACD, and call center management software. Noetica.com, Noetica, developers of call center and customer interaction management software, including the Synthesis and Noetica CR Call Flow, Scripting solutions. Panalog.com, Panalog Software, provides call accounting and call management software for all Panasonic digital and analog, KXT, telephone systems. PEOPLaforce.LLC.com, PEOPLaforce, innovative performance management software solution for the contact center leaders to manage their business utilizing objective information. PortageCommunications.com, Portage Communications, offers a range of call center software tools for forecasting and staffing. PresenceGo.com, Presence Technology, Presence Technology offer a suite of modular multi-channel software solutions for call centers. PTELink.com, Professional Telecommunications Incorporated, distributor of business management solutions for the call center industry. ScoreBuddyQA.com, ScoreBuddy, providers of cloud-based contact center scoring software. ScrubDNC.net, ScrubDNC, do not call list compliance scrubbing software for Windows and iPhone. SmartCall.com, iNet Applications Ltd, provides a range of voice recording applications based upon the Microsoft platform. SpitfireDealers.com, OPC Marketing, manufacturer of predictive dialers and auto dialers, and supplier of related call center solutions. Syntelate.com, Syntelate, offers desktop customization, campaign management, and scripting software, supporting customer service, retentions, and telemarketing. Teleopti.com, Teleopti, providers of software solutions for strategic workforce management in contact centers, as well as accounting cost and quality control of voice and IP enterprise networks. Teleware.com, Teleware plc, developer of computer telephony software for communication solutions, including personal numbering, hotdisking, unified messaging, and IVR. TheAmandaCompany.com, The Amanda Company Incorporated, manufactures call processing software and equipment used by small businesses to integrate communication over telephone and computer networks. Ticketstime.com, Ticketstime, Tickets time scheduling, time and attendance, and employee management for contact centers. Touchstar.com, Touchstar, global providers of contact center technologies. Ultracoms.com, Ultra Communications, provider of network call center solutions, offering clients 24/7/365 UK support. UTILcall.com, UTILcall, provides a range of call center software utilities. VerbatimTPV.com, VerbatimTPV, provides recorded, independent third-party telephone verification services to call centers and telemarketing organizations. Varianti.com, Variant, manufacturer of recording and evaluation systems for call centers. Vocalcom.com, Vocalcom, offers a range of call center software products, including predictive dialers and SMS management solutions. VoltDelta.com, VoltDelta, provides software solutions for call centers, directory assistance providers and Yellow Pages publishers. VoxSpectrum.com, VoxSpectrum Inc., offers contact management software, monitoring software, and digital voice recording and voice logging solutions. Who'sCalling.com, Who's Calling, a customer capture service providing intelligence about prospects and customers making inbound telephone calls. WilkGlobal.com, Wilk Global, providers of consumer-oriented CRM solution. Zentrax.com, Zentrax, provides a range of automated solutions for the contact center and call center market.